I have to say that I thought search and rescue duties over Snowdonia were physically and mentally demanding, but looking after a 3-week-old baby is up there. My guiding principles in life are to be honest, genuine, thoughtful, and caring. That which holds our attention determines our action. As I learned from growing up, you don't mess with your grandmother. I think it's very important that you make your own decision about what you are. Therefore, you're responsible for your actions, so you don't blame other people. The thing is, with me, I look on the brighter side of everything. There's no point being pessimistic or being worried about too many things, because frankly life's too short. All these questions about do you want to be king? It's not a question of wanting to be. It's something I was born into, and it's my duty. Wanting is not the right word. But those stories about me not wanting to be king are all wrong. My grandmother certainly does not care for celebrity. People say it's not ambitious, but it is actually quite ambitious wanting to help people. I'm always open for people saying I'm wrong, because most of the time I am. When I first met Kate, I knew there was something very special about her. I knew there was possibly something that I wanted to explore there. We ended up being friends for a while, and that just sort of was a good foundation. Because I do generally believe now that being friends with one another is a massive advantage. And it just went from there. The fish only knows that it lives in the water after it is already on the river bank. Without our awareness of another world out there, it would never occur to us to change. When the Queen says, "Well done," it means so much. My relationship with my grandmother has gone from strength to strength. As a shy, younger man, it could be harder to talk about weighty matters. It was, "This is my grandmother who is the Queen, and these are serious historical subjects." I'm reasonably headstrong about what I believe in, and what I go for, and I've got fantastic people around me who give me great support and advice. When I was trying to impress Kate, I was trying to cook these amazing fancy dinners, and what would happen was I would burn something. Something would overspill, something would catch on fire, and she would be sitting in the background trying to help, and basically taking control of the whole situation, so I was quite glad she was there at the time. I'm probably a bit of a cheeky grandson, like my brother as well. We both take the mickey a bit too much. I know that I am very fortunate. I have the support of my family and friends, I do a job I enjoy, and I have Catherine. I am and always will be an HRH. But out of personal choice I like to be called William because that is my name and I want people to call me William, for now. No one is going to try to fill my mother's shoes. What she did was fantastic. It's about making your own future and your own destiny, and Kate will do a very good job of that. My house is to me as my castle, since the law has not the art to destroy it. Only the mad girls chase me, I think. I think the last few weeks for me have been just a very different emotional experience. Something I never thought I would feel myself. And I find, a lot of things affect me differently now. As any new parent knows, you're only too happy to show off your new child and, proclaim that he is the best looking or the best everything. You hear a lot of horror stories about proposing and things going horribly wrong. It went really, really well, and I was really pleased when she said yes. I've had lots of kids come up and ask for my autograph. I've had a grandmother stop me and ask me if I know a good place to buy underwear. As any new parent knows, you're only too happy to show off your new child and, proclaim that he is the best looking or the best everything. There's been a lot of speculation about every single girl I'm with, and it actually does quite irritate me after a while, more so because it's a complete pain for the girls. I don't deliberately select my friends because of their background. If I enjoy someone's company, then that's all that counts. I have many different friends who aren't from the same background as me and we get on really well. It's brilliant. There are times where you can't do it yourself and the system takes over, or it's appropriate to do things differently. But I think driving your son and your wife away from hospital was really important to me. Everybody thinks I drink beer, but I actually like cider. When I was younger and my parents used to always slap my hand if I was picking my nose or if I was running around screaming, I was told to shut up. It's like a rugby team. If you're picking for the World Cup final, you're picking experience with youth. Everything is better off having that balance and that mix. I think that, especially, goes for the monarchy as well. We'll sort of get over the marriage first and then maybe look at the kids. But obviously we want a family, so we'll have to start thinking about that. It's my mother's engagement ring, so I thought it was quite nice because obviously she's not going to be around to share any of the fun and excitement of it all. This was my way of keeping her close to it all. I'm still trying to decide. It's a really difficult one because I really enjoy my time in the Air Force. And I'd love to continue it. But the pressures of my other life are building. And fighting them off or balancing the two of them has proven quite difficult. Being a small boy, it's very daunting seeing the Queen around and not really quite knowing what to talk about. I just want to go to university and have fun. I want to be an ordinary student. I'm only going to university. It's not like I'm getting married, though that's what it feels like sometimes. I get quite lazy about cooking because when I come back from work it is the last thing I want to do, really, is spend loads of time cooking. He's a blockhead who wants a proof of what he cannot perceive. And he's a fool who tries to make such a blockhead believe. I'm just very keen to have a family, and both Catherine and I, are looking forward to having a family in the future.